Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Andrew Cephas, Public Information Officer for the Department of Corrections for Prince George's County. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the kickoff of the 37th Annual Bill Milligan Christmas Food Basket Program. The Public Safety Assistance Program, or PSAP, is made up of the 5 public safety agencies: Homeland, Corrections, Fire, Police, and Sheriff. These agencies work together every year to give food, necessities, and other items to families in need in Prince George's County. Without further ado, at this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Chief Green.
Good morning, and welcome to Station 806 Springdale. I'm excited to be here for the 37th Annual Public Safety Assistance Program and to honor the legacy of William Bill Milligan. It feels like this event has become the unofficial start of the holidays for us. But more than that, it is a reminder of the deep commitment of the mission to serve shared by our brothers and sisters in public safety. I know if Bill were here, he would be proud of our efforts to work together to serve a group of deserving seniors and families in this need on this holiday season. It was Bill's commitment and can-do attitude that makes this program so successful each year. With that said, I would like to thank a couple of guys Bill knew very well and who helped keep this program moving. First, Willie Thompson, who's in the back. He's helped us every single year without fail. We really appreciate that. And all the other personnel detailed from each agency represented here today. Thank you guys for your efforts this year. The 2,800 holiday baskets we distribute this year are a fitting reminder of Bill Milligan's legacy of service. Let us carry that legacy into the new year as we continue to serve the residents of Prince George's County. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Green. At this time, I would like to welcome Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Barry Stanton.
Good morning. Great day in Prince George's County, isn't it? Let's give all our public safety officials here today a round of applause. Great job. I would like to welcome everyone and thank you for being here this morning. You know, obviously due to COVID-19, we cannot gather as we normally would with a hearty breakfast. I missed that breakfast. You know, I'm not gonna lie about it. First thing in the morning, we wanted that breakfast. However, this cause is just as important as it has always been. And today we are delighted to kick off the delivery of thousands of food baskets for families in need this holiday season. We are very fortunate to have so many sponsors and community partners who have really stepped up to the plate and provided overwhelming support to our efforts again this year. As a result, we are more than able to meet the increased needs of our community. Now, we would like to recognize 2 long-term contributors who have helped us grow this program over the years. The Prince George's County Association of Realtors. Let's give them a round of applause. Could you please stand? Melanie Gamble. Let's give her another round of applause. Melanie, thank you very much for the support they've given us. And the Safeway, Beth Goldberg. Is Ms. Goldberg here today? For your support. Again, I just want to say thank the Public Safety Assistance Program, the committee, and Willie Thompson. And again, for all the chiefs and directors that have supported this program throughout the many years. At this time, I'd like to introduce our County Executive Angela Also Brooks.
Good morning, everybody. It really is a wonderful morning to be out here. And I have to tell you, I think I feel Bill Milligan all over today. And the reason that I feel his presence so strongly is because this guy, no matter what was happening, made sure that this program happened every single year. So that it doesn't matter whether the wind is blowing, whether precipitation is coming down. I think this is a Bill Milligan kind of morning, and he was very mission focused and made sure that no matter what was happening, the mission went forward. And so I'm just really honored to be here this year. This is the 37th year of this program. I think it speaks volumes about the public safety community and about your commitment not only to serving each and every day this community, but most especially wrapping your arms around those who are in need. Now, our DCAO Barry Stanton said a moment ago that he wanted us to offer a round of applause for all of those who were in public safety here. And I think I'm going to build on what he and Chief Green said and just ask you if you would, for a moment, can you give a round of applause? This has been a very difficult year for all in public safety. I don't have to say that to you. You know it better than anyone, but you all have represented us with so much valor, dedication, and just so much grace and dignity this year. So if you would just give a round of applause for your colleagues who are not out here this morning as well, who are out doing the tough work of keeping this community going during a time like this. You all have gone above and beyond. And today is yet another example of the amazing, amazing commitment that you have to Prince George's County. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Fire Station 806. Chief Green mentioned it, Barry mentioned it. I missed the breakfast this morning too, and it did give me a few extra minutes back in my day because it was me. I had to be out here really early cooking all that breakfast and firing up, so they're laughing because of course anything is further from the truth, but we do miss the way we were able to convene. But I do want to thank also our public safety agencies. We heard from DCAO for public safety, Barry Stanton. Certainly want to thank him for his leadership. Director Ronnie Gill, want to thank him and the Office of Homeland Security. We are really blessed to have also Chief Malik Aziz of the Prince George's County Police Department. I want to thank Sheriff Melvin High and the Sheriff's Office. Sheriff High is about to retire. And so this time next year, he's going to be sitting in some warmth with his coffee and enjoying. But we want to thank him for everything that he has done over many, many years for our county. And Director Corinne LeBay and the Department of Corrections want to certainly thank her also for her leadership. As I mentioned, 37 years is such a long time. We do not take this program for granted. Our public safety agencies stand prepared to meet the needs of Prince Georgians. And our residents are grateful that when the holiday season arrives, they can rely on this team to be there. The COVID-19 pandemic has only made the year and a half even more challenging and is still affecting so many in our community. In addition to the health effects, we know that thousands of residents unexpectedly lost their jobs and lost the ability to provide for their families. And so the organizations and nonprofits that regularly take care of our most vulnerable residents felt the strain of the added demand. While we've made significant progress in returning to a sense of normal, there are families who are still feeling the weight of the pandemic's impact. And so today is really important to so many in our community. And the Holiday Food Basket program that supported families before the pandemic continues to be a consistent presence in Prince George's County. And it has been a welcome source for additional food and resources for those who are in need. Now, as we celebrate the Food Basket program, I do want to take yet another moment to remember Bill Milligan, the former executive director of the Public Safety Assistance Program. Even beyond this holiday food distribution, Bill was a constant presence in the county's public safety community. The program was a public representation of Bill's dedication to the county and its residents. For the first 35 years of the Holiday Food Basket program, he was the driving force behind this yearly display of generosity. Bill is greatly missed, but it is fitting that his devotion to public safety and to this community continues to live on through this program that we have named in his memory. Bill's memory also endures in the kindness shown by Prince Georgians as they help support the food basket effort. The last year and a half has been hard for all of us, but over and over again, our residents reflect the greatness that grows in this county when they enthusiastically show up to look out for each other. I would just want to say to each of you as the holiday nears, first of all, thank you so very, very much for your continued dedication, for just the fierce loyalty that you have shown to Prince Georgians, who you have protected and guided through a most difficult time. And I'd like to say as your county executive that I wish each of you a holiday season that is safe, and beautiful. I hope that you are able to spend it with those that you love, that you'll continue to care not only for those who are in Prince George's, but we want you to take a moment, especially over the holiday season, to take care of yourselves, to make sure that you are doing the things that really renew your spirit, and to let you know that all of us are grateful to you and that we wish you a most beautiful holiday season. So I'm going to hand this program back over. Oh, actually, before I go, I want to thank the organizations for their generous donations: Motorola Solutions, Airmark, FOP Lodge 89, Prince George's County Police Department, Police Civilian Employees Association, Safeway, and the Prince George's County Association of Realtors. We want to thank each of them for making today possible. So let's continue to work together to make this a safe and happy holiday season. May God continue to bless all of you, and may God continue to bless Prince George's County. Thank you.
Thank you for the warm remarks, County Executive Officer Brooks. At this time, I'd like to invite the remaining Public Safety Agency Directors to the podium to make brief remarks, starting with Department of Corrections Director Corinne LeBay, followed by Homeland Security Director Ronald Gill, who will then be followed by Police Chief Malik Aziz, and with our final remarks being provided by Sheriff Melvin High.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today as we push forward with Bill Milligan's legacy of providing food to Prince Georgians who are in need during the holiday season. Bill was the epitome of selflessness, and I truly believe his actions made an everlasting impact on this community. As we progress into the holiday season, I ask that everyone remembers the true reason of the season. Remember to be selfless. Remember to treat others how you would like to be treated. Remember to take time to put yourself in someone else's shoes before making hasty judgments or decisions. I'm confident in saying that everyone who took time out to donate food and be here today will remember all of these things this holiday season and continue to make Prince George's County an even more amazing place to live for all. I'd like to leave you with a quote from author, life coach, and philanthropist Tony Robbins. Only those who have learned the power of sincere and selfless contribution experience life's deepest joy, true fulfillment. I ask that everyone stay safe and remain Prince George's proud. I know that the weather is starting to rain, but remember, we're all still good. God bless you.
Good morning, everyone. In this, the 37th year of the Food Basket Program, and this being my first year as the Director of Homeland Security, I want to acknowledge Bill Milligan's legacy of the program with food insecurity during this COVID-19 pandemic. It is a blessing that we are able to be a light and continue carrying the torch in his honor to support and bless our elders, our families in need, and those suffering with food insecurity issues. With the pandemic for over 21 months, I would like to acknowledge our public safety members, fire, sheriff, police, corrections, and homeland, that are multitasking their full-time daily task. They are serving on the front lines during this pandemic, but yet employees still remain committed to supporting the Public Safety Food Basket Program and serving the citizens of Prince George's County with a smile and bringing joy by easing the stress of food insecurity during this holiday season. I'd like to leave by praying safety, strength, peace, and joy to everyone during this holiday season. Thank you.
Good morning. It's a Bill Milligan type morning, huh? I'm from Texas. Sheriff High, I told him you promised me some good weather out here. He told me it's right here. You just have to imagine it. I'm doing a lot of imagining right now in my winter coat. Let me say this right here. This is my first year here in Prince George's County. Thanking the county executive for bringing me here in this beautiful part of our nation. And thanks to my boss here, DCAO, Mr. Stanton. I really appreciate your leadership. And when I got here, I heard about the food basket in May. And I said, what is this food basket? And then my guys came in and they said, to my staff, and they said, oh, yes, it's a really big deal, Chief. It's a really big deal. So I think I got the measurement of it, but I didn't hear about Bill Milligan. And unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure, as you all, of knowing Bill Milligan. Certainly my loss. But a guy like Bill Milligan reminds me of a couple of things. And one is one saying, and it says, when you see something that you don't like, you can change it with your hands. And if you can't change it with your hands, at least speak out against it with your heart. And if you can't do one of those two things, then you can hate it in your heart. And that would be the weakest of the faith. And I think Bill Milligan's, he put his hands in it to change it because he did not like it. And that's what I like about the spirit of this season. So it's a season of giving, a season of love. And so I want to thank my fellow directors here. Thank you, Chief Green, for your leadership here. I'm missing the breakfast too in my first year. And so a fireman can do one thing well, let's make breakfast. And all in a non-gender way. And so, no, thank you, Chief Green. And thank you so much to Director Gill. And thank you to Chief High. And thank you to Director LeBay for working on this team, for delivering this. And so with that, I'll say it's just about community. And it's just not about us providing safety. It's about us giving back. And you have to give back. And since I noted that it's a season of love and it's a season of giving, it brings me to an end close with one of our great persons of giving and humanity, with Mother Teresa. And she said, it's not about how much you give. It's about how much love you put into giving. And I feel that love here today. So I just want to say thank you for welcoming me and having me out here in a fitting beginning of a closing year. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you and good morning, and certainly to our friends in the media who are here today for helping us to share with our broader community this significant effort. You know, in my many years and discussions with our former executive director, Mr. Milligan, and to talk about what this initiative was about. And Bill and I always talked about making a difference in the lives of people. And so that goes beyond talk, it goes to the doing. And so we have to do something. And this is about doing. And so for 37 years, we've been doing something that is good, that God blesses our community with. And so I want to thank each of my fellow public safety directors for your effort and for bringing your agencies and organizations together so that we could collaborate on this important event that makes a real difference in the lives of the citizens of our community. You know, every year that I've been here, we've always gone to a place called Emerson House. And Emerson House is a place where many of our seniors live. And when we go to Emerson House, they just light up the place with their smiles and their glowing eyes and welcome us into their home as we bring these gifts to share with them on this important time of our year. And so they are just so appreciative. And so that's all of the things we need to make sure that we come back so there's a first year and a 37th year. And in my absence, I know I can count on my directors to make it a 38th year. And so I look forward to that, and the media will be able to broadcast it, and I'll keep all of you in my prayers. Thank you so much.
Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as well as all of you all for coming out and helping us promote this worthy cause. That concludes this part of the program. Next, we'll have a quick photo op with the county executive and public safety leaders right here in front of the podium. Thank you all and stay safe.